Quebec City is known for its beautiful architecture, and this is just one example. So this building is actually a conservatory, music conservatory and dramatic art building, and it's part of the government's culture and communications. So we're approaching Old Quebec, and we're gonna see some outstanding architecture as we go along. Now, this is an interesting building. They took this beautiful church and they turned it into a condo complex, which is awesome. I would love to live in there. The Martello Towers were built in fear of an American invasion shortly after the Americans gained independence. So they were built between 1705 and 1812. And when the war began, the towers were completed and ready for service. And this is one of the Martello Towers. And that was to fortify Quebec and to ensure that the invading Americans would not be able to take over this city and annex Upper and Lower Canada. That's one of the other towers. So they have 4 towers total, although one of them was torn down in 1905. It's no longer in existence. It's been a long time since I've been here, and a long time since I've been here as a tourist, so it's pretty awesome. And just the history and architecture and natural beauty of the city is just amazing. I mean, if you can get by with a few sentences in French, you'll be fine. Mind you, we speak French, so it's easier for us. But from what we saw here, this is a National Historic Site, so all the signs were in both languages, because that's regulated by Tourism Canada. So if you want to visit the Plains of Abraham, you could get a little bit of the history on it.
So that's the St. Lawrence River. So all this while is still at Citadelle, so I think it takes you all around, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this boardwalk goes all the way to Chateau Frontenac.
I kind of thought there was a cruise ship in port because there are lots of tourists coming off buses.
Look at that.
It's the Queen Mary too. Very. 1958, the federal government built the Governor's Walkway to commemorate Quebec's 350th anniversary. So with 310 steps and 655 meters long, the panoramic walkway honors the Canadian reps of the monarchy and the role they played in the development of the country.
Gotta say though, Quebec is delivering.
Such a pretty town.
It is. I've never been to France, but does this remind you like a French, Parisian era?
Well, yeah, the architecture definitely, the cobblestone streets.
I mean, I could definitely spend 2-3 days in Quebec.
Walking around, exploring, for sure.
Also with a bigger budget, you know, you get to taste different foods. They really have nice restaurants over here. Even the street food looks decent. And it smells really good.
And this is a popular destination in October in the autumn because they have the cruise ship route that's going from Boston and New York City all through the Maritimes to Quebec. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it ends in Montreal and then you fly back home. So this is one of the stops along the way. And besides the regular tourists that they get, those cruise ships bring a ton of activity into the area.
And if you're a camper like us, Passport America, you could easily get a campground for $23, about 16 minutes away from here. So
yeah, it's a quick drive.
Yeah, it was a quick drive. Parking, we found street parking
for free.
And yeah, and it's so close to us. We gotta come back.
We're just never tourists in our own province, it seems.
But that's the thing too. Winter comes, we're not here.
Yeah.
And this is actually the first summer we spent, but we've been on the road for almost a month already.
Yeah. I'm looking for some good dark chocolate. Maybe Becky Bonbon across the street. Becky Bonbon means kisses and candy.
Yeah. Kisses and candy. Can't go wrong with that.
Sorbet. I got pineapple and watermelon. I got a spoon for me and I got another spoon for me.
B. What are you chasing?
She thinks I dropped some sorbet. That's Quebec City's Parliament building. It is the capital of the province. We can't really get too close to it though because it's under construction, but it's a beautiful building. Hopefully when you visit, it won't be under construction. Gorgeous church that's been converted into this bohemian market. So I gotta go check it out. It's just so cool. Looks like it's a used bookstore and a used record store. It's pretty cool. But since we have a casita, we collect neither nor. So beautiful though. You know, if you like this kind of thing. Smells like my grandma's attic. Hi, Fee.